Hey Fit Fam, it's Coach Rod from Team Flex. Today we're going to look at NPC Junior USA. This is a national pro qualifying event. And we're going to look at our wellness division. We're going to go over actually a couple of the classes where we got some new wellness pros. So very exciting stuff. We're going to talk about these callouts. We're going to talk about how the classes worked. We're going to talk about, the criteria and what it means for you as a wellness competitor trying to do your best on stage, no matter your level, or if you're trying to get a pro card. Here's what's getting them and here's what isn't, per se, right? So let's take a look. We're going to look at two different classes in this video and go over some athletes. So here is our first class. So this is our class winner here. Her name is Alanis, and she's actually our overall winner. So very, very great competitive wellness physique, and really stands out, won the whole show, and will forever be known as the overall winner, right? So she wins her pro card. She won her class and won her pro card and won the overall. Very exciting. Over here, we got Paris. She's coming together. Kind of crazy line there, but Paris, she's in second. Very close. Over here, we got Alexandra, and then we got Anna. All right, so we're going to talk about these four athletes. This is the exact shot of the event. The way the judges saw it, this call out lined up just like this. Okay, so here's what we can know right away. Very wellness lineup. Okay, very lower body dominant. Wellness division is all about that lower body dominance, and we can see the glute shape from the front. Like I always say, glutes from the front in wellness is the key. Got to have this. All these athletes really do have that. Good quad sweeps from everybody. All of it ties together. Very competitive, very nice class for nationals. Very, very good work, ladies, if you're watching. Or if you're not, still, everybody, this is great job from these ladies here, okay? Now, let's talk about some differences and where I think things stand out. So, looking at, Paris, I think she's got a lot of upper body look here. A little bit more in the shoulders than Alanis at this point. And so, I think that Alanis, she's showing us the same wellness shape lower body wise as Paris, but Paris has a little bit too much shoulder maybe in this lineup, and so that could be a major factor for her, right? And if we move outside that call out, we go into third and we go into fourth at this point. I think what we see out there is just a little bit not the same level of development, right? And so again, this is just our front pose and what we're talking about. Let's get to the actual point that matters the most. Like I always say, these competitions are won from the back, and that's where again we get to see a real big standout. So again, for Paris and Alanis, our first and our second, it could have been very comparable. Maybe they scored even the same in that front, right? But when you get to the back, you get to see where Alanis really stands out here. So again, still good shape to the upper body from all these athletes. You do need to have that in wellness. Do not ignore your upper body. Continue to work on that. The ladies on the outside of the call out, a little bit less development overall. So, again, where I said in the front, they might need some more development. That may be key here as well. Just remember, you got to continue to work on the shoulders overall, bring that through. Now, looking at this back pose, though, we really do get to see Alanis has a totally different effect to her glutes than anyone else in this call out. She's got very developed upper glute, very developed glute overall, ties in nicely in the hamstring and the quad and everything here. Her quads are sweeping the biggest from the back out of this lineup. So really what this tells you is she has the most muscle lower body, right? And again, we're talking about wellness. We're talking about bodybuilding competition, and it is saying this is the most muscle. Bring that muscle through. Show us more muscle in wellness, and you'll win your class. You'll win that pro card. You could win the overall, right? So most muscle in this lineup, especially from the back, and she's got the win in the overall for wellness, for example. So really great competitive shot there. Really great competitive physique for her. Paris very close here. Very good quad sweep. Overall, I think a little bit more upper glute would help, and overall glute size, just get a little bit more of that three-dimensional pop effect. And I think on the outside there, Alexandra and Anna just need to really kind of, bring in a little bit more size overall, and that's going to be key. So remember, more three-dimensionality to the glutes, more three-dimensionality overall, and don't get the upper body too big. Again, these are very, very on point, on criteria physiques in this lineup. This top four is very, very good. And we see obviously too some differences that one of these athletes has a pro card, and one, the rest will probably go get them, to be honest with you, right? Like, they're going to keep competing, and they're very close. So when you're talking about top callouts at nationals, you're talking about, you know, very close athletes that are just points away, small little tweaks away, and it could be anything that is the difference. But they're all definitely very competitive, very good examples of the criteria. Awesome job, ladies. And that's a great class. Now let's look at another one. So I don't want to give you just one. I want to talk about another one. So here we go with class B now, where we're looking at Gabriella. She's the winner. We're looking at Lisa over here. She's taking second. We're looking at Caitlin over here. And then we're moving out the call out. Tiffany over this side and Olivia over there on that side. Okay. So now a totally different class, just a little bit taller than the one we just looked at. No overall winner here, but again, still very clear examples of the criteria, I think. So right out the gate in this front shot, very comparable physiques, I would say. However, I think Gabriella really does compact really nicely this muscle on her frame. So we got good shoulder shape, good overall development here, good taper, glutes from the front, good quad sweep. Everything ties together very nicely here, right? Like, looking out the lineup a little bit, you know, Lisa, I get a lot more of the upper body look here. It could be a little bit dominant look, different posing choices as well, which could make her physique look a little bit more symmetrical. That's a factor that always can play in. And looking over here at Caitlin, right, she's very lower body dominant, but she almost needs just a little bit more upper body to kind of bring that look together, a little more pop there. So these are all factors that become important. But again, we always talk about the back, and that's why I'm getting right to it, because the front, you know, it's very comparable either way. The back, this is the really standout point. All you wellness ladies, if this video has taught you nothing yet, you want to make sure that you are really emphasizing your glute development and the glute pop effect, that 3D effect to the glutes that you get from having a lot of muscle coupled with stage level condition. So Gabriella really pulls it together here. Really good upper glute, really good overall glute, quad sweeps crazy, tie-in is perfect, conditioning is nailed, everything is there. I mean, it's the perfect, you know, wellness physique on that stage right there, and that is how, again, she wins that class, gets a pro card. Looking over here, Lisa, you know, is close in the same second, could be points apart. I think she could have just a little bit more of a conditioned look in the back, right? Just pull this tie-in just a little bit more through, maybe a little more hamstring size, and it would be, again, very, very close, but it's still very, very close. Looking over here at Caitlin, bringing up her upper glute through a little bit more, and overall glute tie-in, I think, would really help her. Kind of maybe even bringing a little bit more conditioning in might bring that 3D pop effect. And on the outer call out here, you know, we look at Tiffany and maybe just needing a little bit more muscle in the lower glute, and I would say for Olivia, kind of bringing in that conditioning more overall. So again, you get to see how it becomes pretty obvious when you look at these call outs, you know, where things stack up, where they land, and where they are. So, you know, if you know these things and you're prepping and you're training and you're trying to bring your best to stage, this is how you do it. You look at these ladies, these top five, and you say, okay, this is what's coming to stage, and this is what's getting top five. They are great examples of the criteria. Awesome physiques, all different ways, and you got to figure out what's the best way for you, and that's going to get you to, you know, the stage, get you to these top callouts, and get you to that pro card eventually. So outstanding job, all you ladies in these callouts today. We went over, and you know, all future pros here, all you watchers, all future pros. I'm mark my words now. I'll tell you what, they will become pros if they continue to compete, because it is that close between these ladies. So great job, everybody. A really good example of the criteria, and it's good to see too at a national level, not just looking at, you know, our Arnold's and our you know, top pro shows, things like that. What is wellness actually like at the national level? And this is what it is. So there's that video today. Let me know if you guys want more NPC content. If you want more NPC content, hit that thumbs up button and comment it. Let me know. More NPC Coach Rye, more NPC Coach Rye, and I'll keep bringing it. All right, thank you for watching. Coach Rye is out.